Excuse me.
Hello!
Hello, excuse me.
We are here to do the Artifacts tag. It was created by Heart Full of Books.
I like that name.
Yes, it's 2 girls.
Aww.
Yes, and basically it's different items from various books, and it has a meaning. And there is 11, I think?
10.
There's 10 of them. So we'll each go through, I'll ask the question and then we'll each kind of go through what our choice is, rather than doing each one 10, 10, 10, 10 that way. Okay? Horcrux, Amy, what book is a part of your soul that you can't live without, and why?
Louisa May Alcott's Little Women. I actually inherited this book from my paternal grandmother, who was, to me, she represented strength. She not only raised 8 children, but she fought a long, hard battle with cancer. So this book, because I inherited only a few books of hers. I inherited this book and her Little House series by Laura Ingalls Wilder. So, but this was the first one that I read that she gave me. So this one, definitely, I could not live without this book. And yeah, granted, the spine is gone and it needs restoration, but this book has been well loved, well read, and yeah, I'm about to cry, so I'm going to stop right there.
Nikki!
My choice is not awesome. Well, this is my favorite book ever. It's Splintered by A.G. Howard.
Yay!
It doesn't have any kind of deep meaning like that did.
But still.
I just really like messed up Alice in Wonderland. It's like my favorite kind of movies. If they have anything to do with Alice in Wonderland, I am all over that. Especially when, because you gotta think about it, Wonderland is weird and creepy anyways.
Yes.
So when it's made even creepier, it's totally my thing. Oh my god. And I love Morpheus.
And I love to hate Morpheus.
I really, really like A.G. Howard's writing. I just love it. I love the series so much, and I'm so excited for the last one.
She is very, when it comes to the characters in the books, she's very, I want to say demented, but I can see where she goes.
It's awesome! That's where my brain is, because I like demented things.
And you?
And for me, a book that I can't live without, and that's a part of my soul, is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I love this book. First, we listened to it on audiobook, and I was like, I need to own this book. Then, when I had the money to go buy it in hardback, guess what?
No hardcover.
They don't have it
Anywhere.
That's okay. We've got holidays coming up.
Yes, but
Yes.
it's expensive.
But
It's like $100 and something bucks.
I don't
I can't live without this book. Okay, Nikki Patronus, what book contains the happiest memories for you?
Oh, this is going to be... I don't physically have any copies of this, nor do I remember the author. Why can't I show them? This is going to be the Mrs. Piggledy Wiggledy series for young children. When I was very small, my mother would read these to me every night. This is my bedtime story. It's about kind of a nanny who's a witch. Oh my god! I love these books so much as a kid. And my mom would do different voices. Oh my god, I loved it when she did that. And I don't know, I just really liked those memories. Having my mom read to me every night. Those are happy memories.
Amy, what's your Patronus?
Anne of Green Gables. Now, I just recently bought this book a couple of months ago. The reason why I chose this book is, again, my grandmother. Happy memories. We used to watch the PBS specials, the movies that they did of Anne of Green Gables, Anne of Avonlea. So when I found this book, I had to get it, and I'm waiting for him to find Anne of Avonlea for me. But yeah, that's why I chose this book, because, again, my grandmother lots of great memories with her, so definitely.
And then for me, what book contains the happiest memories for you is 100 Hair-Raising Little Horror Stories. Oh, it's edited by, I cannot say the name, but it's they're short horror stories. When I was a kid, when we were kids, when we lived with our Aunt Cheryl and Uncle Tom, some kids down the street we were friends with, we would, whenever they would stay the night, we would read this book and tell ghost stories. And then when my younger sister Portia, when she came of age, when she was reading, I bought this book for her, and she enjoyed it, but not as much as I would hope, so I kept the book. I'm like, I'm keeping it then.
You can't cherish it, I'm keeping it.
I'm keeping it then, so that's for me. Okay, so Nick, what book chose you instead of you choosing it?
I chose, I forgot the name of the book, In the After by Demetria Lunetta. Why do I have a problem saying her name? Because I won this book from Epic Reads, and they didn't tell me what book I won. They're just like, here, you won a book. Surprise! And it is one that I really wanted to read, too, so that's really cool. It's about aliens, dystopian alien story. I can't go into too much detail. I don't want to give anything away. But I highly recommend it. I really, really liked it. Not that this is a review. This is just a tag.
Amy, what book chose you?
J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit. I read this book in the 4th grade, and my 4th grade teacher, she didn't believe that I could read it and understand and comprehend it. And it essentially became an extra credit project for me. And I told her, I said, I can read this. Trust me, I know. Because I didn't do very well in 4th grade because I kind of was having a hard home life. So she didn't think I had the capabilities, but I proved her wrong. Wrote a book report on it, and that basically got me to pass my reading grade for that year. So, yeah, this book chose me. I did not choose it because it called me. I mean, it wasn't this exact cover, but it was
Mass market.
Yeah.
For school.
But yeah, it chose me, and then I ended up loving it. So that's that one.
And for me, I chose Spilling Blood by G.S. Wright. This was a book I won off of Goodreads, so I did pick it. However, it was a giveaway, so I got chose out of a lot of people who signed up for it. So I chose it, and I love this book. And there's 4 total. I found out of these, so I'm gonna get those soon. So yes, I love this book. Okay, Camp Beads. What book will you never forget, Nikki?
Alright, I chose Fear Nothing by Dean Koontz. This is just a dust jacket because I'm currently rereading it for I don't even know how many times. I love this book. It's currently a duology, even though Goodreads says there's supposed to be a 3rd one. I don't know. He hasn't written one of these since like 1999. I would love it if he did. This is about a guy named Christopher Snow who is allergic to the sun. And he lives in a small town called Moonlight Bay. And some weird stuff starts happening. I love it. There's a theme in the books that I like. They're all creepy and messed up. Because I really enjoy horror books too. And I love Dean Koontz. Like, I love him. There's so many of his books that I just like, I love. Like the Odd Thomas series. I highly recommend Odd Thomas. If you have to read any Dean Koontz, I really recommend that. Oh, I could go on, actually. There's a lot I could recommend. But this is the one I will never forget. I mean, I read this first probably when it came out, and I was a young teen, and I loved it. And I've reread it many, many times since then. I had it in the mass market paperbacks, and between me and my mother both reading them a ton, they're kind of like falling apart. So I was lucky enough to find them in hardcover. So that's cool. So this is what I pick.
Amy, what's your camp read? What book will you never forget?
The Last Unicorn by Peter Beagle. I read this book as a child, and I loved it. This edition, I really love this edition because it's done in
It's a
graphic
comic,
book,
yeah.
like comic book style. But I absolutely love this book as a child, so I will never forget this book. So that's that one.
Okay, and then for me, I have Muggy Maggie by Beverly Cleary. It has some like illustrations in it. It's my 3rd grade teacher, her 4th grade teacher, Mrs. Morrissey, read this to us. It's basically about a girl who doesn't want to learn to read, or doesn't want to learn to do cursive. And so she gets tasked as being a note taker and passing notes back and forth from teacher to teacher. And she starts reading them, but the notes are in cursive. And so eventually she learns and she decides to write cursive. But I read this book like a million times growing up because something in it just resonated with me. I guess it's her not wanting to grow up. That's kind of what the cursive was about, not, wanting to kind of cross that barrier into. Yeah. So that was that one for me. Okay, Angelic Rune. What book opened a whole new world for you or to you?
Okay, don't say anything. I know people are weird about Twilight. I just picked Twilight by Stephanie Meyer. Not that I really had to say that. Because, I don't know, I always have read a lot, but like, at the time when I picked up Twilight, it was like right when they first started filming the movie, and I'm like, what is this book that everyone is like going on about? So I was kind of already late to the Twilight party, but I was like, alright, well, I'm probably going to see it because it's about vampires, so let me read it. And oh my god, that book, it was like crack. And since then, I have like read so much more and a lot of YA. Because before that, I didn't really read YA, like, at all. But this opened the world of YA to me as an adult. But I don't know, that's why I'm choosing Twilight.
Nothing wrong with that.
No.
Nothing
I don't care what anyone says. I still like Twilight.
I'm going to go back to the book that chose me, and that was The Hobbit. It opened me to the land of elves and hobbits and wizards and dragons and Middle-earth. And I loved it. So, that's why. Not much to say there because if you haven't read The Hobbit, where have you been?
Well, some people might not be into fantasy.
Yeah.
It's a classic!
I only read The Hobbit when, like, the first movie was about to come. Not The Hobbit. I read The Hobbit when the first Lord of the Rings was about to come out.
And for me, I chose Bridge to Terabithia by Catherine Patterson. Because this book was amazing. And just, like Muggy Maggie, when I was a kid, it just struck a chord with me. You know, the whole, like, imagining and creating worlds and forts and things like that, despite the terrible, sad ending. I love this book, so I will never forget it. Or it opened up a new world for me. Just, I hadn't had a book really that it's hard for me to explain. Like, it just really caught my attention, kind of like how Muggy Maggie did. Just, it enchanted me.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay, so Mockingjay Pen. What book will you always go back to because it's such a comfort reading, Amy?
You had to choose me next. I don't think I had one for this one.
I can go. The Girl Who Loved Tom Gordon by Stephen King. I knew you were going to pick that one. Not that this is comforting or anything. It's about a little girl who gets lost in the woods and there's possibly some kind of beast after her.
Yep.
Or a bear, whichever way you look at it. I don't know. There's just something about this book. It is my favorite Stephen King book. I have read this book, I don't even know how many times since it came out. And it came out in like 99. So, I mean, and I was, I was a kid. Well, I was a teenager at the time. I don't know. There's just something about this book that I just really love. I don't know. I like how the little girl survives in the woods.
Yeah.
I don't know really how to. I like it. End of story.
Amy, did you find one?
Yeah,
You remember which one you chose?
Little Women.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot I have some that were dualities that I was going to bring back, so... Yeah, I mean... Do I need to explain? I mean, it reminds me of my grandmother. How much more comforting can you get than your grandmother? I mean, apple pies, chicken soup, those...
Chocolate cream pies in my cake.
But yeah, I mean, it's just... It brings back good childhood memories. So it's very comforting when I read, and I will go back to reading it. This one, yes, I need to get it rebound or something.
Or get a different copy and just make that one.
Yeah, maybe have them restore it so it'll stay together and then just get a new copy. But, yeah. So.
Have a reading copy and then your special copy.
Yep.
This one was hard for me to choose. I have to. Obviously, Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, but also I did choose The Nightmare Before Christmas by Tim Burton. Because it just makes me happy. It makes me happy. District. What book contains a job you wish you had, Amy?
Excuse me. The Harry Potter series. I want to be a professor at Hogwarts.
I was going to say, what job do you want?
I wanna be
Harry Potter doesn't have a job.
I want to be a professor at Hogwarts. And if I had to choose, it would either be Transfigurations or Charms. Maybe Cure Magical Creatures.
That seems kind of dangerous, though.
Yeah.
I think I would pick Charms. Although Transfiguration is pretty cool, too.
Yeah.
I don't know, then maybe that. I picked a less cool job. More like a real life job.
What did you pick, Nick?
Alyssa, when she works at that,
Oh, the skating rink? The skateboard?
the clothing store she works
Oh, the
at.
clothing store.
So Alyssa, in this book, Splinter, she works at, it's kind of alternative clothing store. And she wears, crazy stuff, like tutus and these crazy, boots. And I was just like, that sounds awesome. And she clips different colors in her hair. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. I was going more real life with this answer.
Yeah.
I was like, jobs! Most of these are dystopian books. There's no jobs.
Mm-hmm.
But, for a real life job, that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Not that I really want to work in retail, but I do want to dress like a crazy person. So that would be fun.
Did you go already, though?
You made me go first.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was thinking. I got lost. So for me, I chose the girl with the dragon tattoo. She is a hacker, one of the best hackers in the world, and I just think that it would be really cool. She's so intelligent, to know that much and to be able to, because her other job, well, her daytime job is she works for a company and she finds things out about people and she doesn't necessarily follow their rules. But yeah, that I would choose. Okay, so faction. What book represents a part of your personality, Nikki?
I went with Losing It because the main character, Bliss.
That's by Cora Carmack.
Yes, sorry. She's kind of a little awkward and spazzy at times. Kind of weird around guys sometimes. And yeah.
She's you. You are her incarnate. Come on.
I don't know if
Admit
I
it.
would get a cat just because I lied to a guy. I said I had a cat and then I had to go get a cat. I don't know
You
if
wouldn't
I'd
be
do
able
that.
to because you.
Plus, I would die because I'm highly allergic to cats.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would stretch the line that far. But yeah, I can see a lot of myself in this character. Yes.
Emma.
Keeping with Cora Carmack. Losing it.
Finding it.
Ah!
I
Finding
think
it.
Losing It.
Finding it. Finding it. Finding it. I will admit, Kelsey is a lot like me. I don't know. It sometimes when I was reading this book, I was like, did she like
She's
read my biography or something?
She's good.
She's really good because I mean, parts of Kelsey's life, I went through the same things. I was never an alcoholic, though. In fact, I very rarely drink, so, and I know my limits, and I don't go off with strange guys after getting
I was gonna
drunk
say,
in the middle of-
really? Is Kelsey really like you? Stuff I don't know about you.
But there are some aspects of her, trying to take things a little fast with guys. That's TMI, I know. Sorry.
Like, we're all learning things today.
But I do see a lot with her backstory, with her.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too much, so that's where I see.
For me, I don't have it. It was a book when I was little. It was Amelia Bedelia. They were like the first books that I had. I loved Amelia Bedelia. She's quirky, she's klutzy, she's ditzy. She's just like a walking time bomb, kind of. She just is amazing. She's great with kids. So, yeah, that's my choice. Cover alias. What book character do you wish you were in Amy?
I just picked this book. She's in multiple books. It is a series. I chose Arya Stark from George R.R. Martin. I just grabbed this one because it was the easiest one to grab, and it's the only one that I have, I think, actual copy of. The other ones I borrowed. I love her strength. She's very tomboy. So she doesn't mind picking on her brothers, and she loves picking on her older sister, Sansa. And being able to learn to sword fight. I mean, some of the stuff that happens to her, I wouldn't want to wish on anyone. But just her inner strength, her finding the ability to outsmart adults.
Her tenacity.
Her tenacity. I mean, that's... I've loved her from the very beginning of the series, and I continue to love her character. If I had to choose a second one, Daenerys Targaryen would be the second one that I would choose. Only because her brother. With his golden crown. So, but yeah, definitely Arya Stark.
Okay, Nick.
Do we need to ask?
I want to be Alyssa from Splintered. Oh my god. Her life isn't, like, super awesome, because her mom's, like, in an insane asylum in the first, part of the book and all that. She's had kind of a hard life, but I really want Morpheus. And Jeb. And I want to go to Creepy Wonderland. Minus maybe, like, Queen Red. You will not know what I'm talking about once you read the book.
Yeah.
But I would totally be okay with being Alyssa. and having Morpheus.
Yep. Berta?
For me, I chose Coco Chanel. This is a novel that is based off of her life. It's by Patricia B. Solomon. I just really adore Coco. I think she was ahead of her time. She's very strong-willed, very independent. She went against the grain and she had no problem doing that. I really adored her. So, that's my choice. Silver Tongue. If you were blessed with the power to bring a book to life, which book would you choose? Nikki.
I think this is the second one in the series, but I think I would choose Wicked Lovely by Melissa Marr. Because of fairies. I would totally be a fairy. I'd probably be in the Dark Court. Or maybe the Summer Court. Probably the Dark Court. Because they're hotter.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of superficial of me. But I don't know. I would totally dig that. Okay.
I'll just show you the spine because I don't have the dust jacket for it. I would do Stephen King's Bag of Bones. I actually really like this story, and I don't know if it's already been made into a movie or a miniseries or anything.
It's a miniseries.
It was?
Yeah.
Last summer or something.
Damn.
Where were you? You're the only one of us who actually watched it.
No, I didn't.
I thought you were the one who watched it.
No.
Because we started to watch it together, but I thought you actually finished it.
I don't remember watching it. I don't remember finishing it, let's just say.
We were all looking forward to it. And then,
I thought that was...
No.
The Dome.
No, this was a mini-series. It was only 2 nights.
It was 2 or 3 nights.
Yeah, I don't remember watching it and finishing it.
You did.
No.
I know I didn't finish it.
I didn't finish
I wasn't
it.
interested, because I don't really care about that book. I like Stephen King, but not all of his books.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Everything else I have here has basically been made into...
I just picked it as, what would I want
Yeah.
to be real, and what would I want to live in? This.
For
Berta.
me, it's The Night Circus by Aaron Morgenstern. Because The Night Circus is fucking awesome.
Yes.
Excuse my language.
That would
We
be
did-
that actually would be,
Second.
tied with fairies. If I couldn't be a fairy.
Yes.
I don't know who I would be in the circus, but I would be someone in the circus.
Celia?
I don't know. But I want the circus in my town. Tonight!
Right now.
Yes.
Like the room, the frozen room.
I want to read that again.
Oh, man. I thought I had cracked the spine, but I was thinking of my Girl Who Kicked the Hornet's Nest. That spine was cracked.
Well, because those are big books.
They are big books.
I might have to break down and just buy that in paperback.
Yeah. You can get it at Target. They still have it. They don't have it in hardcover.
No one does.
No, and I like the UK cover of it much better.
So pretty.
I've seen people from the UK haul it in hardcover right now. I'm like,
I am so
can
jealous.
I give you the money? You can buy it for me and send it to me.
Dude.
You have a connection!
I have two.
Yeah, we
I have
do.
two. I have my cousin and the guy that I'm talking to.
You should ask them.
You're like, I'll
Yeah.
give you the money.
Yeah, I'll wire you the money. Yeah, okay.
We're doing this.
I'll get with Suzanne.
Yes. Yay! I didn't know they were hauling them.
Yeah, I saw a couple different people get it, and they had it in hardcover.
Ah.
I'll just have to specify the hardcover.
Yes.
Maybe send her a picture of it too. And then we'll get the money together and I'll wire it to her.
Yes.
I would be so happy!
Plus shipping, because obviously
Yeah,
she'll have to
that's
ship
gonna cost
it.
a lot.
Yeah.
We might have to save up for this, but it'll be worth it.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Because it'll be beautiful.
Yep.
Oh my god.
Be like, I love you forever.
I'm just super excited right now about that.
I so totally forgot I had connections.
I'm like, I don't know anyone in England.
And I have to.
I haven't seen anyone haul it.
I've seen a couple people, and I was just like, looking it up. Like, do they have it back in hardcover in a different? But it was like the UK edition. I'm like, where can I get this?
I
And
must
it's like
Google
on
this.
Amazon for like $150. I'm like, no, that's not reasonable.
Watch us get it, and then they'll release it here.
Yeah.
Of course.
But yes, that's our artifacts tag. As we go on off.
Yeah, we just totally went off completely on that one.
Bye, guys. See you next time. We tag you.
Yes.
Oh yes, yes.
If you watch this and you wanna do it, we totally tag you. Everyone. Tag everyone ever.
Tag.